Okay, I think we got things figured out, and I think it's working. Uh, I had a little bit of technical difficulty. Not sure what was going on there, but it looks like I fixed things by rebooting didn't help, but strangely unplugging my keyboard and plugging it back in seemed to fix things. So yeah, on a lark I did that, and it seemed to straighten things out. So thank you for bearing with me. And let's get going, right? So hey, I'm Joshua, and this is it's my lunch break, and this is the lunch break roguelike I'm making over my lunch break. So I've been trying to take an hour each day out of my work to make a little game and kind of share my process with that. It's not necessarily a tutorial, but if you want to follow along, the project is open source, so you can certainly pull the code source code right now. It's at github.com/joshua/skelly/lunch-break-rl. I do tag every episode, so this should be, yeah, if you pull episode 10, if you go to like a git checkout EP10, that will sync up the code with where I'm at right now. But it's not necessarily, you don't have to do it, but it is an option if you so choose. And I guess let's get going. So the last stream we added these discrete turn movements. So at the start here, you saw folks playing through Twitch chat, and they could queue up a bunch of moves, and those moves would execute kind of in the order they were given. And that's cool. We're going to kind of use that to also drive the enemy AI, where they can build up lists of actions to do. And I want to maybe add a little bit more structure to that. Let's see where we're at. I think I need to. I think I made a change I need to revert. Status. Cool. Yeah, let's just do a git reset. Head. I think I just hard coded the players to start more in the center than in the top left, but that doesn't really matter. Cool. Let's open up. For this series, I'm using VS Code, but you can use whatever editor you like. Right now, I'm just using it because it's lightweight. Yeah. So this is the thing we worked on. Last time was we implemented a brain class and an action class, and actions can be queued up in the brain, and then the brain will perform them on every tick. So every characters have a brain, and on tick they perform that particular action. Y Beach says using a Twitch API wrapper. Sort of. I wrote one, so I guess that's another thing I can talk about too. So part of this little project was another project that spun off called Twitch Observer, which is a pure Python API that allows you to, as like I say, turn Twitch chatter into Python events. It can look into chat. It can also respond and stuff. This is a side project being helped by Python user there in chat, or Felix. It's something that we've been working on for maybe a week or two, and hopefully this will get into a good enough shape that we can push it out to the Python package index. It's a little side thing. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Cool. So what I want to do is, again, the developer of Caves of Code have this interesting system where like they have basically, I'm kind of emulating how they implemented action lists because it makes sense to me. So basically the brain, it tries to perform an action, and if there is an action to perform, it will pop the one off the top, or off the front of the queue, and it will see if it meets the prereqs. And the prereqs for example, like the prerequisite for movement is, excuse me, if the owner can actually move into that spot, and then this will in turn call the scene, and the scene will check the level to see if they can actually move there. So what they do also is they perform additional checks. So if we fail, they have this concept of like if you fail, you need to probably clear out a set of actions, because let's say if you want to move right, down, left, if one of those fails, you probably don't want to keep executing the move actions. So what they do is they fail until they get back to the kind of the owner object. Sorry, Dakota. So let's try to add that. So So action, and the action should have a thing called a parent. So def init self self dot parent equals none. Oh, I apologize for sneezing because I'm on microphone and hopefully it doesn't blow people's eardrums out. Maybe I could slide the microphone even closer to my face. Yeah, I did sneeze. Super.init. Nothing to pass there. And this basically this parent property is just going to be something we can check. So what I want to do is I want to have basically like right now that this Twitch chat or this the player I think handles it. So the player handles these events. Yeah, so I'd like to bundle these up if possible. So yeah, so in these commands, event message splits. We're splitting on space, so we do know. So what we should do is instead of directly adding, well, we want to add the actions, but we also want to add a parent. Yeah, so let's try this. In action.py, I'm going to make a class batched move action of type action. And I think that's it. I don't think I need to have any sort of implementation, actually. Yeah, I don't know if there aren't any prereqs or anything like that. So what we need to do here is basically right now I'm assuming that these action performs are atomic and that they take exactly one turn. But I don't want this to actually take one turn. Let's work through this, right? So I want to create a batched move equals action dot batched move action, and then self.brain.add action batched move, and then what I want to do is, again, I want to pull these out, I suppose. Move equals that move, and move.parent equals batched move. Okay, that's what I want to do. Okay. All right, VS Code, let's see if we can do this. Oh no. Okay, that looks all right. There we go. When multi-line editing works, it does feel nice. Okay, so we add a so we should probably add this to the end. Is how so we're using it like a queue and not like a stack. Yeah, so let's put it at the end. So create a batched move, add all the move actions, and then add the batched move at the end. Okay. And then in the brain, if current action prerequisite, so if we fail, we probably ought to else while self dot actions at 0 if self dot actions while self dot actions at 0 dot parent not equal to current action dot parent self dot actions dot pop. There we go. So this basically should, if we hit a wall, it should remove all the subsequent moves. Is kind of what I'm aiming for. Let's test it out. Because basically we're trying to fail out of all the actions we don't want to perform anymore. Okay, so get a crash. Descriptor init of superobject needs an argument. This is in line 18. So the super in itself. I shouldn't have to call. I shouldn't have to call it with anything, right? So all I've added is a batched move action. So handle events, move action. Descriptor init of superobject needs an argument. Which takes a self. Oh, I think I'm using super wrong. Is that correct? Yes. There we go. There we go. All right, let's close you. And join. And right. Okay. And down. And right and down. So I still shouldn't. Okay. So it didn't fail out like I was hoping it would. Print failed action. Print. Okay. Join. Write down. Write down. Interesting. So weird. So it never actually hits this failed action? Is it the wrong dest? Self that dest. Creating move actions in the player. I think that's player. Should be maybe character.canMove. Oh, so yeah, this is checking. So this is checking the absolute, and I'm handing it relative. So yeah, see here I do the correct thing. So let me do this. So dest is there, dest, and then check collision. Dest. Okay, so now we should get failed events, hopefully. Also, let me really quickly audit where all my print statements are, because I want to. It's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Adding action to queue. That one works okay. This is in game. I don't care about Twitch chat events. Here. Okay. They get handled here. Okay, that should actually this probably needs to be refactored at some point in time, but that should be okay. All right, let's give that a spin. Join. Yep. I gone, done, and broke it. Right. Down. Okay. Right. There we go. List index out of range. Okay. Shouldn't be. Let's take a look. It should be here in brain. We should be. Yeah, because I think I got failed action, removing action. Oh, batch. It shouldn't remove the batch move action. Oh, while, yeah. So my logic should be while the first action is not that is the correct, because the dot parent would check for siblings, and I want to check for the parent itself. Close. Come on, there we go. Join down right. Right down. Removing action move object. Okay, cool. So that is working okay. So I should be able to go like down, right, up. And then up should cause a fail, which it did. Cool. So now what we need is I think we need to have basically we strip all the sibling actions down to the parent, and then the parent, maybe it needs some way to handle failure. Yeah, and maybe the action should know about that. So while action pass. Current action equals self.actions.pop 0. And we need to call the fail. Def on fail. Print action failed. Okay. And it probably wants to take the owner as well. There we go. Let's try that. There we go. Join, right down. Right down. Down. Right. Up. Yep. Failed action. Oh. Up. Yeah, I need to do something with. That's probably what I should do. Okay. Okay. Owner is not defined. Join, down right. write down. On fail takes one positional argument 2 are given. What did I goof? What did I goof? On fail takes a self and a owner. Brain 21. One positional argument 2 were given. Current action. That should be fine right there. This should. Oh, I did not save my. Jeez. There we go. Okay, so we failed action. Action failed. This gets called by the brain. This gets called by the actual action. I should be able to go down, right up. Okay. Oh. Oh. There we go. Yeah. For some reason, you have to be careful about having console text selected when writing to the console. It'll break, or it'll block on that. Okay, cool. That seems to be working okay. Can we make this more generalized? If self.actions, or if current action.parent, and so if there's no parent action, we don't care about popping these. Okay. I want to feel like there's also should be like an on success. Take care, Dakota. Yeah, that's hard. It's harder to gauge because I guess the on success would be if we queue up a bunch of actions and then we actually get to the batch or the parent action dot perform. I think that would be okay. Let's just commit where we are. So git add dot git commit -m actions can have parents. Okay. Cool. I guess let's try making an AI enemy or AI character now. We should be able to do that. I'm trying to think if we also need to have a way of saying if this action is actually done. We could if we perform it, is it complete? Maybe so. Maybe if it needs to do for more things, it can actually just. So yes, let's do this. Let's I guess for the I should be able to drop a character in. So let's go to our scene. Let me get rid of this split view and just put everything over here. So init and it's a player window. I should be able to say something like NPC equals player dot player, and let's say the char is a little k, and position is 10,10, and its foreground is bright red. That's fine. NPC dot nickname equals say kobold. And basically all we'd have to do is now just queue up move actions for it. Like we could say npc.brain.addAction, and this would kind of tell it what to do. So let's work on adding some actions. I think in our UI or AI action.py, let's just have a class. Let's call it idle action. So this is what we'll give it, and this action should generate other actions for it to do. Basically, it's probably just going to wander around. That should be sufficient. Does it need? I don't think it needs any. I think it just needs a def prerequisite self owner. I think initially this can just be return true. Def perform self and owner, and how about let's just have it move in a random direction. So up here I guess we can import import random, and role equals random, or x equals random dot rand int. I think -1 and 1 should be okay. Then y is the same thing. Move equals move action x and y. Owner dot brain dot add action move. So what this should do is when this idle action gets performed, it should add a move action to its owner. We have our little kobold here. So let's see if that works. Did not add him to the, dang it, I didn't add him to the scene. Self.entities.append NPC. There we go. Okay, so, oh, I also need to npc.brain.add action. Again, this might not be the best place for this to live, but we can import action. We can fix this for future Joshua can fix this. So action.idle action. That should be okay. I think that's all we need. Yeah, no, I put off a lot of work on future Joshua. It's important to realize what the now Joshua needs to do. Scene from AI import action. There we go. Okay, that should have worked. Let's have the idle action actually print out stuff to make sure that it is doing what it's doing. Because there's a chance it could move 0, 0, right? So AI action, idle action, print performing move. And x, y. So we did add an action to the brain. Okay, that's fine. I thought characters get ticked. Characters should tick. So let's make sure his brain is doing stuff. Print brain working. See, it works for the players. So the player isn't terribly special. Let me see. Action, move action. Let me put some more. I guess we're going to trace through this. So it actually does get called because otherwise it wouldn't call this performing move. Wait, no, this is let's say we'll say queuing move. And then print performing move. I have a feeling that something's up. Queuing move, performing move, brain working. But I'm pretty sure it didn't actually move. So it should have moved up and to the right. Okay. Oh, it is. It did. Okay. Yeah. So it is behaving like we expect. Okay. So what I want to do now is basically, I guess always And then I can just owner.add action move and owner.brain.add action a new idle action. This should just let him aimlessly wander forever. Yeah, so it skips every other turn. So that's not quite desirable. And it's because we keep pushing that parent action onto the, and this, it's trying to move to an invalid position. That's interesting. I didn't think it'd be that far. Strange. Normalize point. Yeah, I think I need to. I think I was working on that maybe last time in this the scene check collision. Yeah, so I guess target equals this, and get care at target, and I need to verify the target. If not, target in self dot level dot I think if I'm checking the if I'm checking the level data, I can, let's do it this way. This is the offset value. I think this just needs to be, if not, x comma y in self level data, return true, which should be blocking. But he shouldn't have been, he should not even have been close to the join. Down, down, down. Actually, I think I still have my guy hooked up to keyboard strokes, maybe. Oh. Hmm. Curious. Sorry, I'm just kind of trying to march us down to the bottom and see what's going on here. Yeah. Something is up with the collision detection. So I can get rid of that brain working debug message. Is that only after I added this check? Let me see. It also seems to think that where's this Twitch player? This chat manager. 1 and 20. Join. $239 is in. Yeah, something is messed up with where it thinks I am versus where I really am. Did I know I made a change to character maybe? Here, right? Oh, because this, yeah, so it's translating this twice, which is not right. Because this gets called, and then, so this can move, takes a, checks if X, Y in the scene is solid. Okay, so then whoever calls this needs to correctly figure out where, well, actually let's revert this, and then let's just say, call it like that. We might not even need this call. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what was goofing it up, is it was getting transformed twice, which is not correct. Okay. There we go. I could still move out of the bounds, which is not good. Yeah, so let's try putting this check back in. So if we're trying to move is not, it doesn't exist, then we need to bail. There we go. So you can't now we can't leave the map, which is good, even though you, well, it should restrict you to the level, which it's not. If X, yeah, because the level is offset from. I think we might need to check it like this. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, now it will keep you nicely inside the level too, which is good. Cool. Get status. Right now, all of our actions are living inside just one action module, which I guess isn't bad. Maybe I don't know if it would be okay if we should break that out or not. But right now they're all pretty small. Let me just go ahead and commit this where we're at now. Basic AI for NPC. Cool. So I have about 5 minutes left. What should I do? I guess we can just take some time to play. I guess we have just 5 minutes left. That would probably be okay. We have our little buddy, the kobold. Let's box him in. Yeah, so I think maybe tomorrow some of the things I want to work on. Right now, I want the parent action. Like right now, all actions take a discrete time step, and this might not need to be the case. So I might want to rethink how that works. I'm also trying to think like some objectives. I think it would be good if we had health. That would be something that would be nice. I'm trying to simplify things so they actually make sense. Looks like our little kobold friend is doing okay in that dungeon there. Yeah. Meaning, I guess if I add health and I have a way, I was thinking of having, because in most roguelikes you move, like you bump to perform an action. So I'm thinking if you try to move into something and it's not the level, it's an actual entity or character, maybe that entity will hand you back a default action to take. So if you bump into like a character, you attack it. If you bump into a door, you open it. Just trying to think of a move set that would work well for this style of game, because right now, you know, like there's a little bit of latency. There's a little bit of like the command set can't be too huge. The amount of information I can show per player is pretty small. Though Felix in chat, he has so this Twitch API that we're working on, he's enabled whisper functionality. So maybe we could do something with like you could do inventory management through whispers, maybe, or I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how we can maybe add a little bit more interactivity without adding a lot of complexity. Hopefully that makes sense. And Hawaii, you shouldn't be able to try to get through all that stuff. You should see on the console here like your actions failing. Actually, maybe it'd also be nice too to have some sort of a lot of roguelikes have a console, so maybe the bottom right here could be like a list of actions. Yeah, so Felix is asking about the weapon you can equip which lies on the ground. So yeah, I'm thinking of maybe having weapons that do lay on the ground, and I guess just walk over them to equip them. That would work out okay. Or maybe if you walk over it, you swap. So I don't know. I mean, any suggestions folks have as how to make a Twitch roguelike actually work would be appreciated. Because again, I'm in kind of for me unexplored territory. I'm just trying to figure out what will be entertaining and what would be fun for people to actually do. Yeah, so I think maybe next stream work on health and yeah, because if you had little bad guys to go hunt down, that would probably be okay. Yeah, because I don't necessarily want to have player versus player. So maybe like if two players bump into each other, they actually both heal each other, or some sort of or if a player bumps another player, they heal them. Some sort of little benefit thing. So you'd work together. Again, trying to keep this simple. Trying to keep in mind that roguelikes mostly use bump to do an action. So maybe trying to work on how that can be easily implemented. Oh, Felix is tracking down that kobold. Oh, he dodged you. Actually, he's a little bit more nimble than you. He can move diagonally. Cool. All right, folks. Well, I think this is a good place to stop. I think it's been roughly an hour. Apologies for the technical difficulties up top. Again, this is my lunch break roguelike. I do this every lunch break during the weekdays. So if you want to check it out again, you can check me out tomorrow at noon. You can follow me on Twitter at Joshua Skelly. You can follow me here on Twitch, Joshua Skelly. You can look at my GitHub repo, Joshua Skelly. There's a pattern there. But yeah, this project is open source. Let's go ahead and just commit this, and we'll call it a day. Git status. Git. Did I push to origin? Git tag. Git tag -a EP11 -m episode 11. Git push origin tags. All right. Cool. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I appreciate it. Keep me company while I work on this little project. Again, if you have any feedback, if there's things you'd like to see me work on or things you think I can improve, let me know. You can tweet me at Joshua Skelly, or you can email me directly at joshua.skeleton@gmail.com. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.